In the echoing caverns of the underworld, a hero stands, not in triumph, but in trepidation. This is no mere descent by Heracles. It is a confrontation, one that requires more than brute strength or the slashing blade of his sword. Stripped of his usual arsenal, he embarks on a journey of negotiation, a test of character rather than might. His task is not just to seize, but to understand, to reckon not with foes, but with the very shadows of those he has slain. As Heracles treads further into the gloom, the spirits rise to greet him, not in hostility, but with a haunting familiarity. These are the spectral shades of those who fell by his hand. Faces half-remembered, eyes vacant yet accusing, converge upon him. It's a chilling reminder of his past deeds, a mosaic of his own making, woven from moments of valor and violence. And in this spectral gathering, the hero finds himself vulnerable, compelled to confront the collateral of his relentless pursuit of glory. Yet the most formidable adversary awaits within an internal storm where no mortal weapon can triumph. Slowly, Heracles begins to perceive the ghostly corridors winding through his own psyche, revealing the madness that occasionally dictated his strength-fueled path. Here, in these depths, what was once a portrait of invulnerability begins to fracture, revealing the shades of hubris and impetuosity that were cleverly masked by his renowned might. Amidst this introspective turmoil, Heracles stands before Hades, the king of shadows, whose inscrutable presence commands both awe and dread. Hades, ever the arbiter of souls, proposes a challenge of restraint, one outside the usual trials of flesh and brawn. Heracles must capture Cerberus, the three-headed hound, a creature as fearsome as any he has faced. However, this capture decrees that no harm befall the beast. Herein lies the crux, to wield power without unleashing devastation. As Heracles approaches the massive, ferociously barking guardian of the underworld, he pauses for the first time not out of fear, but consideration. The challenge is to tame, not through strength or force, but through a newfound skill-patience. With careful, deliberate movements, Heracles reaches out, maintaining a gentle composure in the face of intimidation. Gradually, he establishes a connection with the beast, proving mastery over not just the physical, but over impulse and instinct. The realization dawns upon him, a revelation as liberating as it is profound. It is not the sword that defines a hero, but the judicious application of power and the wisdom to know when to temper it. Strength may conquer, but true heroism resides in the discipline of restraint, the recognition of one's limits, and the respect for the sanctity of all life. In the end, Heracles emerges not just from the physical depths of Hades' realm, but from the chasms within himself, having discovered an equilibrium between might and mercy. This journey unveils the ultimate truth of his saga, that holding back, restraining oneself in moments where force seems tempting, is a heroism unto itself, surpassing any previous feat. As Heracles departs, Hades, nodding in solemn acknowledgement, confirms that sometimes the most significant battles are those waged not with others but within. It is through understanding and restraint that one truly holds the power to change, not only the outcome of a confrontation, but the depth of one's very being. And in this newfound insight, Heracles finds his redemption forged not by weapons of war, but by the wisdom of restraint.